What's up, you guys? Welcome. My name is Maggie, and I want to welcome you to another episode here on Sacred Queens Essentials, or Sacred Essentials for short, your brand new resource hub for everything bath business and how to grow a successful bath brand. So if that's something you may be interested in, please consider sticking around by hitting that subscribe button so that you never miss another upload. Today, I want to talk about 10 mistakes to avoid when starting your bath care line. So let's go ahead and jump into it. The first mistake to avoid is skipping product testing. I know you have this brand new brilliant idea and these products, but if you're not testing it even on yourself, even on your circle around you to kind of get feedback for allergy reasons, for product formulation reasons, then you are really playing with fire there, right? No one wants to guess that if this product is great or not, right? You don't want to guess and wonder and forget to label your products again for allergic reasons, just formulation. Maybe this product is more drying out than we centrally thought. So not testing your products is a big no-no, and I mean like overnight, over a course of a period of time. Again, maybe giving samples out to friends and family to kind of get their feedback and some tweaks and things that need to be made. But skipping testing your products is a big no-no. The second mistake to avoid is using poor quality ingredients. And you'll be surprised, the cheapest doesn't necessarily mean the worst or anything, but keep in mind, if you're comparing the two, or say you're buying this oil instead of this oil, or this container instead of this container, make sure you're doing your research, you're reading reviews, that sort of thing, and making sure that you're not falling within the same trap that some of these retailers are just throwing at us and just saying, hey, buy this product, especially if you're buying in bulk, right? So you want to make sure that you are investing in quality ingredients. Already being a bath entrepreneur, you should kind of have a kind of idea which quality products you should be adding. 100% natural, vitamin E's, no phospholates or preservatives, whatever it's called. So it is important to do your research before you are buying these bulk items to then add into your products. Make sure they are quality. The third mistake to avoid while running your bath business is no legal business setup. So I'm talking LLCs, I'm talking sole proprietorship, I'm talking BOIs, I'm talking that sort of thing, because this is no small thing. We're not going into it, as a hobby and I just want to make a few dollars. Then this video is not for you. I am talking truly to the bath entrepreneurs who is ready to take this thing seriously, to really have their products on shelves, and salons and stores, that sort of thing, already having that protection, like an LLC, like a BOI, so that if you do decide to sell your products on the street, or you have your vendor's license, or if you do decide to partner with local salons and things like that, and letting them to use your products, you are protecting yourself. Say if someone has an allergic reaction, guys, I'm telling you, it happens more than you think. Having that legal backup, that legal kind of stamp on your business, not only solidifies you and validates your business, but it kind of sets you up for protection for anything that could possibly go wrong, right? The fourth business mistake to avoid while running your bath business is ignoring branding and packaging. I probably say this in all of my videos by now, because I cannot tell you how much or how important that is. Just think of all of the BS products that's on the shelf right now, but because it's pretty and it has gold on it, and the packaging is legible, or it's a pretty container and that sort of thing. I know I have fell for the trap a lot of times, and then I get home and like, man, this product ain't nothing. Or I literally have a body scrub from Marshall's right now that it's a big jar. I just needed something just personally without using all of my product, and it caught my eye because of the packaging, because it was a huge jar. It was really pretty. I think I got it somewhere, but when I use it, guys, it burns my skin so much. The beads or whatever that's in it, it's not natural sugar. It's like beads. Like I said, it's not even dissolving. It's just kind of washing off and going down the drain. So yeah, I was definitely a sucker for the packaging, but the product itself sucked. So I'm not saying to add a sucky product into a beautiful packaging, but just think, if you have beautiful packaging, beautiful branding, and you have a wonderful product, oh my God, guys, you have a winning product on your hands. The fifth mistake to avoid is not having a website. So guys, I'm not saying spending hundreds of dollars on this website. There are so many free search engines, domain engines. There's so many kind of ways to get your product out there. Guys, Google, you even have a free Google website that you can use. And even though the domain might be a little crazy, as long as you're leaving links and kind of already leaving it right there for the people to click on and to kind of view your products. Wix is another great example. They have different people who will make a website for you, or not even just a personal website. Shopify, Etsy stores, that sort of thing, those all kind of tie into being a search engine for your products, right? So not having a website or a way for people to go and picture and price and see all your products in one spot really screams unprofessional, and it really screams that, hey, I am kind of in the beginning stages of this thing, and a lot of people want to buy from a more trusted brand that has all the bells and whistles and the branding and the website to go along with it. So start curating that website now. The sixth mistake to avoid while running your bath business is pricing your products too low. I know you are a beginner and this is kind of your testing period, that sort of thing. But I would say, hey, if you put that blood, sweat, and tears into making this product, if you have some really elegant and cohesive branding and packaging and labels, that sort of thing, and you have an amazing product inside, I say charge what it's worth. You have to realize a lot of these on-shelf brands that are like Tree Hut and all of this new stuff that Walmart has, a bunch of new brands on the shelves. You have to realize they are made in factories. They are using less quality ingredients. Like I mentioned before, they are using all of these expensive and no good preservatives for their products to preserve the shelf life there. So they're able to kind of bring their prices a little bit lower to attract attention, get more buyers, that sort of thing. But guys, if you're like me and you're using the quality ingredients, you are using the good packaging, you are putting these labels in these tops and filling these jars up yourself and no big fancy machine, I say charge what your product is worth. Do not undervalue your products simply because you're trying to keep up with the market. No, if you think this body butter is worth $25, stamp it, seal it, and place it as $25. But if you do think that your products are not hitting and you are in the beginning stages and you are still kind of curating out your basement and not really making, okay, all right, you can get your products out there, $5, $10 products. But hey, if you've been doing this thing for a while now, you've already been kind of having a set price already. This year, we're all about elevating and renewing and kind of taking things to the next level, and that includes your prices too. The seventh mistake to avoid while running your bath business is not collecting emails. Even if you don't necessarily have an email list ready or an email newsletter or, the automatic email list already. This is a great time to start getting emails, collecting emails at vendor shows from your social media, or even adding that little section on your website as well, how it kind of pops up and say, hey, sign up to never miss out on deals, newsletter, update, that sort of thing. So not getting emails or creating a system for them to input their email so that you're always staying in touch with them, you are losing out, okay? So that is just another way to stay in touch with your customers and always having something of value to give back to them. The eighth mistake that I have for you is not tracking expenses. Guys, before you know it, especially around tax time, right? We all want to invest into our business and we want to get everything right now for our business. But if we're not tracking it, if we are not even aware of how much we are putting into our business so that we can then see how much profit we are making back from it and then how to reinvest back into our business, guys, we're just throwing money out the window. So it is important to not only track your expenses, but setting a budget for the month, how much you want to invest in quarterly, how much you want to see come back to you in profit profit quarterly or monthly, that sort of thing. Keeping track of those, that's why our website, Excel and QuickBooks, and there's so many different outlets and apps that you can use to track everything and track those expenses, so you can kind of see where you need to make those adjustments. But track everything so that you're not wondering and guessing like, dang, how much did I spend on these inventory, and then how much profit am I making back? Because am I breaking even? Am I losing money? Or am I really making some profit here? So you will never know unless you are tracking your own expenses. The ninth mistake to avoid while running your bath business is not engaging with customers. That's why social media is so important when having any type of business, right? That is the fastest way to get views, to get comments, to get shares, that sort of thing. But if you're not even responding or sharing or communicating with your audience, I mean, guys, come on. How do you expect to turn them into customers? People watch you. So take the audience that you have now, the following that you have already, and just know that they are watching. Whatever it is that you post, whatever it is that you're promoting, even though you might get the like, the share, the comment, they are watching and they want to see if you are a trusted brand or not. If you are someone who will respond to their question or respond to an inquiry and not just think or do what a lot of big YouTubers do and don't respond at all, don't reply back, don't comment back, don't be that person, because this is literally what we're praying for. We're praying for those sales. We're praying for these loyal customers, and we have to do our part as well by staying in touch, keeping them updated, answering any questions that they may have, and literally following up with them as well. So following up is very important. And my 10th and final mistake to avoid while running your business is relying only on one platform. Because for so long, guys, I was a Facebook girly. Guys. I promoted, I posted daily on Facebook. I was really only getting that engagement from my 5,000 friends on there, and not really taking TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest seriously, or even my own website. It was like, okay, I'm getting enough engagement here on Facebook, but imagine if I put that same time and motion into these other platforms. Even though Instagram's saturated, even though TikTok is saturated, guys, the more consistent that you are, you'll see those numbers. You'll see that that comeback starts to come back to your videos, right? Especially if you're being consistent, you're using popular hashtags, and you're doing what you're supposed to do to attract. And even if you're not hitting over there, you want people to find you, be able to find you on all platforms, right? Because you want to expand. Everybody's not on Facebook. Everybody's not on Instagram. Everybody does not have a TikTok, but it is okay because you are reaching multiple different audiences across the board. So I know for sure that Facebook is more so my friends and family, local people went to high school with, that sort of thing. Instagram, I have a totally different audience. I don't know where this audience is necessarily coming from. But then on TikTok, I have a completely different audience where I'm getting a lot more views. And it's just like, I'm reaching a lot more people over here on these platforms by posting the same thing. So even if you post the same content throughout each platform, kind of watch those numbers, kind of watch those engagements, and kind of see all of your platforms build at the same time. You don't want to build Facebook, get up to 25K, and then want to make an Instagram page, build that up, and then make a TikTok. No, start to build these platforms all at once, guys. I'm telling you, and you'll start to see your orders come from all different ways. So guys, as long as you avoid some of these or all of these mistakes, you are really setting yourself up for a profitable, successful brand launch, business, whatever it is that you are doing. And we're going to make 2025 great. We're going to be doing the legwork. We are getting out of this lazy era and really starting to put this time into our business. I know we see all these TikToks and all these big brands who are getting all these orders, who are being successful, who has these big warehouses, who are quitting their 9-to-5s to really focus on their brand, guys. And why can't it happen to us? Why can't we be the next entrepreneur to do that and to develop that for our own families and our own brand, right? It is definitely possible. If they can do it, you can do it. We can do it, okay? So that's all I have for this video. I really hope this was helpful, guys. If this was helpful, go on and let me know down in the comments if this really helped you and is really setting you up for success here in your new business, okay? All right. I love you guys already. That was a lot. I love you guys already, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.